Yay! Well done, Val. You managed to get in. I'm so sorry. Oh, hello, Hazel. Good. I'm glad you found me. That was a bit tricky. Not had to do that before. So let's just wait for the others to come back on. Yay, Linda's here with an upside down face. I love it. Hello, Linda. Good. Let's hope it works a bit better this time, eh? I was going to say the internet is a fabulous thing until it don't work. So let's just wait for Sue, Jeanette and Jean. Hopefully they'll be able to get back on as well. Yay! Jeanette's managed to get in. Excellent. So, I do like your upside down face, Linda. That just looks like how I feel. Upside down. Okay, we'll wait another minute and then we'll get going, all right? So let me get rid of this, don't need that anymore. And we will carry on regardless, all right? So as I said, today's cards are going to be made using the Handsomely Suited stamp set and die bundle. And this is in the new mini catalogue. And I like this set, because it's very clean looking, so of course I'm going to like that. And I like the sentiments as well. The only bit I don't like is have a happy Father's Day handsome. Or do you think it's meant to be all topsy-turvy? Oh, are you seeing me upside down, Linda? Oh, how queer. Well, I'm going to plough on. So I guess this is have a happy, handsome Father's Day. But I would probably cut handsome off. Hello, Sue. Welcome back. I am so sorry for the miss interneting earlier on. Let's carry on anyway. So this is what I'm going to use today. And I've got a card already. I've got a card base, a square card base. And this is Night of Navy, which is one of the colours that are in the designer series paper. I've got a piece of basic white, and this measures 4 1/8 by 4 1/8. And then we've got a blue piece, Night of Navy piece, and a piece of designer series paper. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do some stamping. So I've got some Night of Navy ink here. Oh good, I'm glad I'm not upside down, Linda, because that would be a real pain, wouldn't it? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the bow tie, this lovely bow tie. And actually I think this bow you could use on anything. You could use it for ladies as well, I think. Good, Judy's with us. Welcome, Judy. So I'm just literally going to stamp all over in Night of Navy. So it just takes a bit of the blandness off. And of course, while I'm stamping, I can't see your comments, so I hope everything's okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp another one. Now there are dies for these, but actually I think you can cut them out quite easily. I'm going to do 2. There we go. Ah, you're crafting along, Hazel. Well done. So I need some scissors. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fussy cut these little bow ties. And they're not difficult to fussy cut out. And of course, as always, when you're fussy cutting, you want to turn your card and try and keep your scissors straight. Not always easy, but good. I'm glad the picture's okay, Val. Thank you for saying. Do you hold your breath while you're fussy cutting? I do. It's a good job it's only a little piece. There we go. Pop this bits in the bin. And then my plan is to put, let's do some gluing. Let's do some gluing. So I'm going to attach this piece to the front of my card. And if somebody has joined us, you're very, very welcome. Do say hello so that we can all say hello to you. And or if you'd just like to stay anonymous, then that's fine too. Okay. And this is going to go on here like that. Go on there. Oh, wriggle room. Bit of wriggle room. That's good. Lovely. I'm going to pop this up on some dimensionals. Right, so that's going to pop in the centre there like so, or as close to the centre as I can get it. There you go. And then I'm going to put these two bows together. In fact, one of them, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably just colour in a bit more. So I'm just using a blender pen and I'm just pulling the ink just to give it a bit of colour, because I want this one to sit behind the white one. So I'm just pulling the... No, you're watching it live now, Judy. Unfortunately, the first time I tried to go live, I kept getting a message to say the live had been interrupted, and some of the girls, they couldn't, the signal was appalling, so we started again. So you are actually live. So let me just pop a little bit of, pull a little bit of the ink here underneath the bow. Well, it's not a bow, it's a bow tie, just to give it a little bit of, there we go. A spotty bow tie. So what I'm going to do, just going to give that a bit of a bend, and then I'm going to attach this to the middle here with a little dimensional. So, oh dear, my fingers don't want to work today. There we go. Oh, well, that don't like sitting on there, does it? Let's try again. Yep, yep. You're absolutely right. If there's a little red thing up in the corner, that means I'm live. Yeah. I should say that probably at the beginning, that if there's a little red thing in the corner, it means I'm live. If not, you're watching a recording. There we go. So those are going to go on there. Now, my piece of designer series paper here measures 2 inches by 3.5. So because it's 2 inches wide, I deliberately cut it that width because I wanted to do a fishtail. So I'm just going to pop that in here using the triple banner punch, of course. Now I'm just going to do it on the bottom, I think, like so. And then what I want is, I want a sentiment, and I am going to use for my sentiments today the tailored tag punch. I do hope that this punch carries over into the new annual catalogue, because it is so useful, and I think it goes well for men's cards. So let's see what we got here. So this one says, to one of the world's greatest dads. And if I had a dad, that's what I would be saying to him. I'm going to pop this on here. Good. And somewhere I've got a my chamois. Here we go. Let's clean my stamps. There we go. Okay, so I reckon we're ready to put the card together. So you can see that's just created a little background there. It doesn't stand out hugely, so that's going to go on there. Or shall I use that one? Oh, that's quite nice actually. Have a totally blue card. Huh. Hadn't planned it that way. I think that's brighter. I think I'm going to use that one. I think it's just adds a bit of brightness. Pop that on there. I don't know whether Jean managed to get back to us or not, or whether her internet didn't let her. So I'm just going to pop little bit of glue on here because I don't want to pop it up. I've already popped up the this square onto dimensional, so I don't want to pop anything else up. And this is just literally going to go at the bottom. It reminds you of a school tie, does it? What the this sort of I don't know what you call this, check. The check material, does it? I mean, this definitely reminded me of a school tie. There we go. So there's the first card. Now, I'm just looking in my box of bits because I have got some of these matte black. Can you see there's a list? There's a kind of a tunnel going through them. Hello, Jean. Welcome. Good. I'm glad you got back in. And I managed to run over them with my stool of the wheel of my stool, my chair, I mean. So look, so I'm just hoping that they still got some sticky on because they kind of move themselves about. So let's just use a couple of these. We'll put one here. Oh, they seem to be okay. There we go. So there's our first card. Yay! Yours were green and yellow. Well, I was very lucky with my school uniform, I must confess. When I see some of the colours of school uniforms, we were blessed. We had, it was like a dark blue. It wasn't quite navy and it wasn't royal. It was a bit darker than royal blue. And we had green, this a bit darker than this. Oh, and it was lovely. It was really nice. And we had berries, we had blueberries, and we had green tassels. So you could tell where you were in the school, whether you had a tassel or not. And I had a tassel. But the trouble was, I went to an all-girls school. And the boys' school was next door. So you can imagine we're all going to school together, and you can imagine we're all walking along with our berries and our hair done all nicely. The grotty boys would always grab the berry by the tassel and sling it into the hedge. The number of times I was late because I was trying to find the bloody berry that the boys had bunged into the bush. There we go. There's the first card. At any rate, so let's go. Have you seen? There's a school in, is it Crediton, where they've got brown and orange. Oh, I do feel for those poor girls. Right. So here we go. Here's another card, and again I've cased this from the catalogue. So I've cut some pieces of designer series paper, and these are 1 1/4 by 3 1/2. And so I'm gonna, let me glue the white bit on first. Yeah, here we go. Yours was royal blue and gold. Oh, I bet that looked nice. I've got an, oh, okay, Pam. All right, see you later. Good luck with the interview, if it's that sort of interview. Oh, you didn't have hats. You were probably lucky, Val, not to have hats. I must confess, I liked my berry, but it was too much of a temptation for the boys next door. So let's just lay these pieces out where I want them to be. Perhaps Pam's got a another customer, so she needs to go and have an interview with the customer. So let's see. Right, here we go. So that's going to go there. And then the idea is that that's going to go there. So let's put these on here. Now I'm going to try and do this by eye. So let's see. Maroon with a straw boater in the summer and a velour hat. Wow. Wow. I quite like maroon. Maroon. I'll tell you the other thing I just thought of. When we did sports, we had royal blue little skirts, and when we went swimming, we had to have royal blue. We had to have royal blue swimsuits as well, and we had to have royal blue knickers as well, which I used to think were very odd. You always wanted a straw boater, did you, Val? I must confess, Charles was given, I can't remember who gave it to him, on I think it was his 40th birthday, he was given a proper straw hat, you know, like the ones they wear to cricket. Very expensive hat it was too, by one of his friends. And it's one of those things I do like to see him wearing, because he does look nice in it. Right, so this is going to go on here. Now, am I going to stamp it? I'm not sure I am, but I'm going to do some stamping, so I'm going to bring in some Whisper White, because what I'm going to do is I am going to stamp some ties. Now, what colour shall I use? I'm going to do Night of Navy again, I think. You can see I've put both the ties on one block, just because I thought it was easier. There we go. So I'm going to stamp these two. Maroon. Yes, that's right. We had pockets in our knickers, didn't we? Yeah, you're right, Judy. I'd forgotten we had pockets in them. Why did we have pockets? Oh, you had culottes. Oh, no, we didn't have culottes. We had little skirts. Right, so let's cut these ties out. And again, there are dies. Oh. Oh no, we only had to wear our colour, our royal blue knickers when we were doing sports. Thank goodness, we could wear ordinary ones the rest of the time. Did you wear trousers when you went to school? When we got to the 4th year, I think it was, at my school, we were allowed to wear trousers. I mean, that was quite modern. But I'll tell you what, when mini skirts were in, the headmistress used to make us kneel on the floor and measure how high up our skirts were, and woe betide anybody whose the gap between the floor and the skirt was too long. Did you used to roll your skirt up, roll it up round the waist to make it shorter? Did you do that? But yeah, when I got to 4th year, I was allowed to wear trousers. which was lovely. In the winter it was lovely anyway. In the summer we didn't mind. But it was a sign that we were growing up. We were allowed to wear trousers. Ooh. You see how easy it is to fussy cut these ties. Oh, you check. Oh, the picture's going a bit funny, girls, on my tablet. Oh. Oh, you had to make your own skirts, did you? We used to have to make a, I'm trying to think whether it was our whole summer uniform or just an apron for when we did cookery. Did you do cookery at school? I don't know. What do they call cookery at school nowadays? I bet they don't call it cookery. They probably got some funny name for it. I mean, do they even do cookery at school? There we go. So there's a little bit. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp. I just literally want the top of the boat of the top. I want that one and I want that one. Okay. You had to make a cookery apron and a hat. Oh, is that what they call it, Linda? Domestic science? That's what we called it when we were at school. I bet they don't call that it now. Well, I'd be very surprised if they did. Oh. You had to make a hat, Jeanette, to wear for cookery, did you? And I'm literally just going to cut that off. So I want to make the knot. So it's 2 levels. There we go. So there's a knot. What did I do with the other one? There we go. Right, let me just clear my desk of these bits of paper or card. Get them out of the way. Pop them in the bin, not on the floor. Oh. Okay. Let's just chop that off there. Right. So my thought is I'm going to put a tie here. Or should I just put one tie on? What do you think? 2 or 1? One tie and a sentiment. If I punch out the shape for the sentiment, do you, Jeanette? They must have been very good recipes. I must confess I can't remember any of the recipes that I made at school. I'm going to put that like that. So I'm going to bring in a piece of light of navy, I think, to put behind that. Just to create a bit of shadow behind this shape. Like so. And the other sentiment I've got says a happy birthday to you. So let's use that. You're on a purple theme. Oh, well done, Hazel. I love purple, you know I do. I think I'm just going to put one tie on there. Let me get rid of that because I'm going to stick my finger in it. Right, let's clean my stamps. Flat, I think. There's the glue. Oh, it's called home economics. See? I knew they wouldn't call it domestic science. Right, so let's pop that up on some little dimensionals. So, I'm looking for my pokey tool, and I'll put some behind here. Just using the little ones, just because they were to hand. And there. And then I need the knot. I'll pop that up on a... No, I'll pop that up on a big one if I can find me big ones. Let's find the big one. Pop that on there. That's going to go on there. Oh, my shape's not very straight, is it? Never mind. Never mind. We will disguise it with the we'll pop the knot on there just to give it a little bit of dimension, and then we'll pop the sentiment on. Oh, was it? Oh. Yeah, but you're a bit younger than some of us, Hazel. And I'm just going to pop that there. There we go. So there we go. There's another card. Pop some bling on it. Oh. There we go. Another card. Okay. Good. Okie dokie. Oh, I didn't use my blue bit that I punched out. Never mind, it looks all right without it. So, let's see what I've got. The next one is I've got cut out. So right, so what I've got here is I've got a piece of basic grey, and then I'm going to layer that behind a piece of white, like so. So let's do that. Oh, are they? Oh. Thank you, Val. I'm glad you like it. I'm just going to pop this on here. So we've just got a little bit sticking out, like so, and then we'll pop that onto the front of the card. So, right, so now we've got a piece of basic grey and a piece of the designer series paper, and this designer series paper is 4x4 square. Now that's going to go on there, so let's glue that. And you'll see this is a card design that I do quite often. I've found that I quite like having a bigger piece and then a big gap and then a smaller piece in the centre. I think it looks really nice. And that's going to go in there like so. And then what I've done is I've die cut some of the bigger bow ties, and there are two different sizes. There's this one, and then there's this one, which is slightly smaller and less decorated, I guess. But they're still nice, both of them. And I've die cut a basic grey piece, which I'm going to put behind. And then I've die cut some, this is going to be all blue, and they're going to sit on there like that. And then there's also a little die that makes a knot. So let's glue these together. Put a little blob of glue there. Then I can line this up. Then I can put this knot. Now, shall I use a dimensional? Oh, why not? We might as well, because we can. I'll pop a dimensional behind it, just a little one. And that gives a bit of texture to our bow. Oh, oh. Like so. Alright. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a big dimensional behind there, so that sticks up. Okay, so we'll repeat the process. Glue it down in the middle, and then put the designer series paper over the top. Then we'll put our knotty bits big dimensional underneath there, just to give it a little bit of texture. Oh, you know what I've done? I've put the wrong bow on there. That should be, let's see if I can, oh, how fortunate. I did think that looked a bit funny. There we go, that goes on there. And this one goes on here. On there. So put a bit of glue on here. And then attach that to that. And then we'll put that there. Okay, good. Your first one, yes, it did have Val. It had the wrong knot on it. You're absolutely right. But I noticed before your comment came up. Just shows you how delayed the comments are. There we go. So these are just going to go down the centre. Let's put that one in the middle. And I'm going to use the label punch to do a sentiment. So let's just punch a shape and then we can decide where we're going to put that. So do I want to put that there? I could put that there, so I can just put those down the middle of that piece. I follow that little line there, and then that can go in between. So I down there, like so, and then this one is going to go lining up there, and then this one's going to go there. There we go. So let's just stamp a sentiment. And I think I might try basic grey. You know, basic grey is one of those colours I very rarely use. Very rarely use, but let's see what it looks like. So I'm just going to do happy birthday to you. I don't even know whether it's got enough ink on it, to be honest. It's such a long time since I've used basic grey. Let's see what it's like. If not, we will revert to Night of Navy. And I will have to re-ink my basic grey when I've finished. Oh, that's okay. I think it needs a bit more ink on the in the ink pad, but that'll do for now. I'm going to pop that there. I'm going to pop it up on some dimensionals. Going to go there like so. Bring in my, and I've lost me, oh there we go, Let's use some littler ones. And there we go, another card done. Good. Right. So, let's see what pops out of the pile next. Oh, yes, this one. Now, this is definitely one from the catalogue. Let me just, where's my catalogue gone? Now, did you see this? Page 60. I wasn't going to sit and do tassels. Well, I came up with a different suggestion. So, right, so I've got a piece of white, and I'm still using Whisper White at the minute, and this has gone through the old world paper. So I'm going to glue that. I tell you what, girls, the comment so glad you're liking them. So this is going to go on here. Now, and then what I'm going to do is I am going to stamp "You're the Best" down here. And I'm going to stamp it in Sahara Sand. Now, I've not used Sahara Sand for ages, so let me just, yeah, I think that's fine. I'm just going to stamp that down there. Well, that's not too bad. Okay, you're the best. Oh. Now, I am going to use some of the twine that is part of the suite. So if we have a look, you get two reels of twine. One is basic grey and the other one is Night of Navy. Alright, so good. I'm glad you think they're so Jean. Good. Because I always think men's cards are so difficult. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Oh, that was where I was trying out "You're the Best." Right, so I'm going to put... Oh. So I am going to wrap some twine round here. Like so. Like so. Okay. Snip that. Yeah. Like so. And then this is going to go across here. So I think I'm going to put it on with glue. Now, what I need to do is I need to do some stamping. And this might surprise you girls, because what I'm going to do is I am going to stamp this little bow tie. And what shall I do? Shall I stamp it in navy? Let's do it in navy. Now, can you guess what I am going to use for this bow tie? Go. Bring my scissors in and I'm going to cut these out. Oh. I can be less fussy with this. Right. So here we go. It's a good job, girls, we don't have smelly vision, because I said to Jeanette earlier, I woke up this morning and I don't know, this hand was all stiff. I think I must have laid on it all night or something. And I could hardly move my fingers. And I've got some tiger balm. It's very, very smelly and very orange. When I wash my hands, and you can't really see it, but when I first put it on, it looked like that side of my hand had been tanning. But it's good stuff. It doesn't work. Right, here we go. We're nearly there. Nearly finished fussy cutting this lot. Right, so I've got 1, 2, 3. Have I done them all? I want to do this one as well. Don't know whether I'm going to need them all, but we will see. Right. Cool. Let's get rid of the bits. So these are going to go on here. I want to see if I can get 4 on, if I can. Oh, right, so I'm going to put some big dimensionals behind these. There we go. Right. So I want to see if I can get 4 on, and I think I can. I'm just literally going to, I put the 2 end ones on first. Hopefully that will still give me then hopefully I've still got space for this one more here. You just bit. Let's see if I can just lift it a little bit. Oh. Good. Just move it over a teensy weensy little bit so I can get that one in. That's it. Okay. Oh, that's a bit wonky. There we go. There we go. Okay, well they're not quite as level as I would like them, but they'll be fine. They'll be fine. That's okay. Now, these bows, I am going to snip the top and cut them down. They look like tassels. What do you reckon? So I'm going to put a tassel there. Tassel there. Tassel there. And a tassel there. Now I could have made tassels, of course I could. But I thought, why? I can stamp these. Much easier than making tassels. And that's going to go there. So I'm going to put glue on these. There we go. Tassels. Good. I thought you'd like these. Clever idea, don't you think? I do have them occasionally. They look good, don't they? I think they look really cute. Good. So there we go. So I think I'm going to just add a few little matte dots. Where's me? Where shall I put these? How about if we put... I think I'm just going to put one there and one there. So it looks like it's being held up by two pins. So there's another card. That's pretty good. Really good. So, get rid of the bits. Trouble is with fussy cutting you do get lots of bits, don't you? Okay, so how are we doing? Right, I think I've got... I want to show you the ladies card. So let's do the ladies card. Right. So, in the stamp set, which I've lost, there is this shape, all right, which you would use to do the neckline with, which is exactly what I've done for this. Let's get rid of these bits. Right. So we're going to use Magenta Madness. I decided a bit of pink was called for. Bit of pink. And what I've got here is I've got a piece of Sahara sand that measures 3 3/8 by 3 3/8, and this is a piece of the flowers for every season. And what I did was I used this, but I didn't use it all the way because I thought that was the size of DSP that I wanted to use. So I've just sort of cut a V using that. Alright, now I could have done it with scissors, but I thought, oh, I've got a die, I might as well use a die. So this is going to go on here, so it creates a neck. Now that's quite a low plunging neck, don't you think? So I've got a piece of Magenta Madness, and this is going to go here behind this. So I did that and I thought, well, that's a bit plain, so I am going to use some lace. And I've forgotten that we've got lace. Now what have I done with a reel of lace? Where's my lace gone? I had it here earlier on. It's gone. Oh, is my reel of lace gone? Well, how strange is that? Mr. Nobody has moved it. Because there is lace in the catalogue. Oh. Oh, here it is. Hidden. So we've got this lovely lace, look. And it's got this lovely scalloped edge. So I thought that would look nice just along the top of this pink bit. So it makes it look like my lady has got a lacy camisole on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop a bit of now I want to, if I can, I want to try and get those scallops. I want that to be at the top there. Whoops. I'm just wrapping that round there. And snip that bit off. obviously didn't put the Seal Plus in the right place. There we go. So I've got that like so. Then this is going to go behind here. So let me glue that in place. So I need to be a bit careful where I put the glue. Oops. Let's bring in my silicone mats. I'm placing that down. And then that is going to go like so. Oh. And this is going to go on here, so it adds a bit of skin tone type thing. So there, I didn't want to use pink. I don't think it's the right colour for skin actually. That's going to go on there. Oh dear. I've got my grid paper stuck down with washi tape. So that's going to go like so. Oh, I need to move that up a bit. I need it to be level at the top. Okay. Oh, you're breaking up. It's really odd. You're breaking up on the tablet, but you're not breaking up on the live that I can see on my computer. So I will plough on regardless. So there we go. So there's that. So let me put the base of the card together first before we go any further. So I've got a piece of Magenta Madness that's going to go on my card front. There. And then my white is just going to go on. Yeah. It's going to go on there like so. Yeah, I don't know why. It's very odd. It'll be interesting to see what happens when I download the actual recording. I'm sorry it's breaking up. It's a bit of a pain, isn't it? It's either the signal's appalling today or something's not quite right, is it? So that's going to go on there. That's going to go on there. And then I thought she can have a nice little bow. So what I've done is I've die cut a bow tie in Magenta Madness. I'm going to plough on and finish this card. I'm determined. Alright. And then I've done a little one, and that's going to go on the top, and I'm going to do the same as I did for the man's card. I'm going to put that on the front there like that, and then I'm going to put a dimensional behind there. Lift that up, a dimensional behind there, and a dimensional behind that one. Oops. to give it a little bit of dimension to the bow. There we go. And then there's another little knot which I will add with glue. I think that makes quite a nice female bow. Right. And then I've got a couple of little buttons. In the dies there are some buttons. And I thought what I'll do is I'll put a button just to make it look like. And the die actually cuts out 6 buttons. But I don't need 6. I only want 1. Like so. And I'm not sure I put it the right way around. I think I'll put it upside down. Let's get another one. There you go. So, I thought this made it look like it was a nice summer dress. So I'm going to glue that to that. Move it. I'm going to put it in the centre. Put it in the centre, Wendy. Now, what am I going to do for the sentiment? I've got Happy Thoughts. The Happy Thoughts stamp set out, or I think I've got Happy Thoughts anyway. Let's use that, and I'll just bring in a prettier shape than the one I've been using. Let's have a look. Will that fit on there? Yeah, well. Okay. Oh, it's starting to break up again. Oh no. I am so sorry, girls. I think I lost you there, but I've still got the live button on my computer, so I'm hoping that you are still there. And I think I'm going to use Magenta Magnus ink. Well, it says I'm live and it says there's still 8 of you here. So I hope you are still there, girls. Oh good, you're here. I'm glad you're there, Hazel, so I'm not talking to myself. Right, and I'm just going to pop that there. Pop it there. Yep, I'm going to pop it up on some dimensionals because I can. Oh good, oh good. So I didn't lose you. It's just the picture went funny. I can see Pam is trying to message me, and I can't respond to her whilst I'm doing a live, so I'll have to wait. Right, so there's that. Now, what shall I use for ribbon? We've got some Magenta Madness ribbon, haven't we? Why don't we use that and put a... I think I need another bow on. No, I'm not sure I do actually. I think we've got enough bows. I'm just going to put some sparkly on here. Let's put some bling on. Either bling or pearls. What comes to hand first? Let's see. Oh, pearl. Let's do pearls. Yeah, pearls. Let's do pearls. I'm going to put that there. Okay. There's another card done. Didn't manage to get me my square very straight, but that's all right. That'll do. Another card done. Lovely. Cool. Right. I'm just going to respond to Pam. Hold on a minute. What is she saying? Oh, no. No, she doesn't want me. Good. Good. Lovely. Right. Shall we do another one? What's the time? 3:30. We've got time. Let's see, because I did do another one. Let's see what one comes out of the pot. No, do I want to do that one? No. Right, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do what I call my mashup. This will be the last card I use. Right, so I'm going to create a little background here. And what I've got here is I've got some of the stamps from Brushed Blooms. So we've got some big dots, we've got some little dots, and we've got these lovely things here. Splodges. Yes, that's what I thought, Linda. A nice lady card. Using a set that was really designed for a man. But it shows you how versatile it can be. You've just got to think outside the box a bit, that's all. Yeah? So I am going to use some of these splodges, and I'm going to create a little something here, I think. So I'm going to start with, and let's bring in my stamping mat. I'm going to do this in Smoky Slate. Bit of Smoky Slate, so let's pop this here. And then, where's my splodges? There's my splodge. So, right, so I've got some little dots. Little dots. And then, where's the splodgy? There's the big splodge. Oh, it's a little splodge. So let's just check and see what this looks like. Oh, nice. Oh, that looks cool. I like the gaps in that. So I'm going to stamp it off, I think. Yeah, stamp it off. There we go. And then there's a bigger one. Do I want the bigger one? I don't know that I want the bigger one. No. a tailored tag shape, because I'm thinking that's going to go there. I'll tell you what I will do, I think I'm going to put some so and I don't need my mat for that. Oops. So that might have to go there. Put that there to cover up that splodge that I just didn't mean to make, but I did. And shall I do a bow tie, or shall I put a tie on there? Now I think I've got a couple of ties. I didn't use it earlier. I know what I could do. How about if I put... I'm going to punch this out. Let me see if I can get another piece of Designer Series paper on my pack. Oh, could use that. It's got a nice bit of texture. Of a grey card. I'm going to put that there. Put that there. And I'm going to do another bit. Put that there, like so. So I'm just creating a background really. And that's all it's going to be. I'm going to put some more dots about. Oops, just knocked my glue over. Lodges. Do a darker one, that's it. Okay. Okay, so we've gone all the way across the bottom of the page. Right, so this is going to go here. This is going to go here. And then my sentiment is going to be happy birthday to you, and I'm going to do it in navy because I want it dark. And I shall do some splodges on here. I'll just that's all I'm going to do. Glue this on. Ooh. Glue this on here. This on here. This definitely needs some dimensionals behind it. So what did I do with dimensionals? There we go. What I'm thinking is, shall I use the end? I haven't used this one yet, as you can see. Now let's just do a little. And then we will do. I don't really want a bow, but I do want to show some of it. Oh, let me take the backs off me dimensionals, and then that will keep me twine in place. Oh, blow. Right. Let's turn that over and see what that looks like. Oh yeah, that's okay. Looks like a lasso. What do you think? Do you think it looks like a lasso? And that's just going to go on there. Like so. So there we go. Another card that, although it's used the designer series paper, I think I could do with another grey splodge just there. Let me just... That's better. It was hanging there all on its own. Let's bring in... Let's put some matte black. Another card, and I think I'll call it a day. Let me just show you all the cards I've made this afternoon, which you have been patiently watching. With the oh, I haven't put it onto the card base. Duh. Well, that's navy behind here. Yeah, let's put a piece of navy behind. Yeah, I'm sorry about the internet. It's a real pain, isn't it? Been lucky, really, because this is the first time the signal has been appalling. Some people seem it happens to them, poor things. And we're just starting to break up again. I think it's definitely trying to tell me something. But it's time to finish and go. So there we go. So there's, I think that's our fourth card, is it? Or our fifth card? Yeah, terrible, terrible, terrible one. I think that's putting it mildly, Pam. Terrible. So let's have a look. So if the signal has been really bad, I'm hoping that the replay will be better. All right. but I will take a photograph of all the cards that I've made, and I will post a picture of them so that you can see them, and I will do a blog post, and I will give you all of the details of what I've used today. So there are all the cards. So we've made 6. Oh, Catherine's just joined us. Oh, darn it, Catherine, we're just finishing. How are you? Are you okay? The signal has been appalling this afternoon. So there are all the cards. We've been making men's cards, Catherine, as you can see, apart from that one, which is not a man's card, obviously, it's a lady's card. But we've been using the... I can't find the stamp set now. The Handsomely Suited Suite, or bundle. Stamp and dies. Very useful. So there we go, girls. I'm going to call it a day. Thank you so very much for sticking with me, and Judy. I should have thought of that beforehand. Perhaps it needs 5p in the slot. Not that we've got a slot meter to feed, but somebody needs to go and put some money in the meter, I think. So great. So thank you all very much. Those of you that are rugby fans, enjoy the rugby, and I will no doubt speak to you all soon. Oh, don't forget, it's mystery stamping on Wednesday. All right. I've got the card already, and I will be posting the first clue, which are the supplies, tomorrow. So you've got time to make the to get the supplies together. All right. And I will also be sending out an email. So those of you that don't notice it on Facebook, you will see it in an email as well. All right. So again, thank you very, very much, girls. Going to sign off. Thank you. Bye. And I am